Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Views from the Vault this week in Caps, episode 242 goes right now. Leon and Pierre with you guys this Friday evening. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Drop a like on the video. Let us know you're here by saying hi in the comments. And for now, enjoy this beat by the BP Mercenaries.
And everyone out there, tell me if you can hear me okay, because my mic has been a little messed up. Just let me know if you guys can hear me okay, please. Okay, seems like people can hear me.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Thank you, Steve G. Thank you, David. Thank you, everybody. All right. I guess Eminem is a grandpa now, huh?
Oh, Haley had a kid?
8 hours ago, I just saw that.
Damn, Grandpa M.
That's crazy when you start. Crazy, right?
Yeah. I was talking about this, you know how like it's kind of normal we seen like players and their sons, that's kind of like normal. That makes you feel old a little bit, but Cecil Fielder, Prince Fielder's kid is about ready to play baseball. We're about to witness 3 generations of baseball players.
That's crazy. That is insane.
Yeah, Cecil, Prince, then Jaden Fielder.
Andrew Grant, you're just saying that because the Red Sox took the series from the Orioles. Oh, what's up, Andrew Jones? Yes, Benson, we're old. We are old. This hat I'm wearing is different too. It's a so there was 2 New England Whalers logos in the system.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of one of them, one with a harpoon.
Okay.
But they left the puck.
New England Whalers. That's AHL, I think. Right?
No, that was what they were before.
Oh, before Hartford. Wow, that's crazy.
So I got away with using the puck, the New England Whalers pucky on the front. I wrote Hartford Whalers in the back because they're New England Whalers, but it's like a little era mixed up.
That's crazy.
The Braves are in a rough spot right now, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Jones, they need you back in the lineup, my friend.
No, this isn't tonight's drop. You guys have already seen tonight's drop. This is when we were on. I might switch to my iPhone thing because they're saying it's not some. Let me just see if I can change this here.
Damn, okay.
All right, does that sound better?
Sounds different. It sounds like you're kind of closer.
No, I just moved it away now. Does it sound better?
Okay, yeah. To me, both of them sound normal, but I'm hearing it different. I'm hearing you on my iPhone speaker.
All right, well, I'll use the iPhone mic for now. Souls, what the hell? Where have you been?
Damn, career law enforcement.
Law enforcement, all right.
Congrats, brother.
What's up, Soul? Good to see you. All right, on that note, let's hit this countdown, Leon.
Yeah, I got you.
It's the views from the vault, live and direct, and it slaps the finest of fitteds, a community built on caps. Sponsored in part by the best in the business. No suggestions of fitteds, the classics and vintage. New era sickness, fire in the mix, it's ridiculous. It ain't no secret to the dopeness. If you're not focused, you left hopeless. Speaking of science of drops and what's tops, it's views from the vault. For bringing you nothing but hot. Best of the best, exclusives and clean vision. It's a distinct mission in the embroidered thread of a system. To bring you nothing but the real, just link and get with it. All keepers, no sleepers, no weepers, you know what it is. BP Mercs work the sequence first, bringing the work with the fits. It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's dubs and somersaults. Welcome to a whole nother level of fitted. It's views from the vault.
Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. Another episode 242. This week in Caps goes right now. Leon and Pierre with you guys this evening. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Pierre, take it away, sir.
All right, so we have a good show for you guys planned. The drop tonight, you guys have already seen, so Leon will show you. Next week's stream drops. I think one you've seen, one you haven't, but you've just seen it in passing. Yeah, so that'll be, and then Pat's stream drop on Monday, you guys have not seen. So there'll be some surprises next week. There's been a lot of stuff coming out of Topper Store USA of late. But I'll show you guys what's dropping today before Leon shows the actual. This is a pretty tough hat, man. The Satin Kings. So if you know what the hook is, you know what the hook is. But this is black satin, so this can't be redone. So anybody who's wondering, oh, this might be a pre-order coming or a reorder, you can't do either. This hat's done after this. So you got that yellow, the black satin, and you've got that metallic silver crown on the side. This thing came out great. This will be dropping in stream tonight. I know a lot of you, I can tell, have it already, but be ready if you haven't, because this one will be dropping at 10:15 tonight. That's a West Coast friendly time, so I'm sure this one's gonna fly. And then yeah, we got other stuff that we're gonna be showing tomorrow. I'll be going live with Pat at 3 p.m. tomorrow to go through the newest Vault Club video, and that thing is going to be loaded, much like the others have been. So yeah, I think that's it, including the hat. This one might be on there, I'm not sure. But for those that don't know, before the Hartford Whalers, were the New England Whalers, and this was their colorway. They had almost like an A's colorway back then. So you have the white pucky, you've got the yellow outline, you've got the green eye, you got I thought the vintage shield looked nice on the side on this one because it got a little bit more size to it because of the stars. And then put Hartford Whalers on the back. Just an interesting kind of like era mashup, I'd say. But this thing came out super nice. This is a very clean hat. You don't need metallics on this one. This one is just super clean as is. So this may or may not be on the video tomorrow. I haven't finished the drop plan, but I will be finishing that tomorrow morning and then getting that video ready for you guys. So that's where we're at from a Topper Store USA standpoint. Other than that, I think there's a sale going on, 30% off. We don't have a lot of time left on that. We extended it one more day. First day was super busy again today. So I would go check that out before it's too late. And Tommy, I know you're from the golf course. I saw your message earlier. I didn't get a chance to respond, but good luck with that multitasking. But yeah, it should be a good video. And I think the last video I only said no to like 1 or 2 people.
Amazing.
For anything. So, and there was a lot of requests, man. It took me a while to get through it. The only thing I have to ask you guys is please don't bug me about the invoice getting completed. So I'm gonna get it done as soon as I can, but I also need time off just like everybody else. So, if I want to take Sunday off, I really don't want to see Sunday night a bunch of emails saying, hey man, did you send my invoice yet? Like, please try to be patient. I understand you're really excited, but it's not going to make it any faster because I'm still going to be waiting until it's right for me to do it because I got a lot of work to do right now as I continue my transition out of Topper Store USA.
It also messes up your order, right? You go by receival time, right?
Yeah. So what happens with Apple Mail, right? And I don't know. And New England Beast, it's Northeast Beast. It's okay. I don't worry about that. It was an accident. But what I'm saying, when you guys do that, when you respond to the email, and then what it does is it pushes it up because the most recent email is what kind of dictates the order. I think I know who Brady. I think this is Brady. I want to get a size under yours because if you do that, you're going to have to pay for the shipping back and forth of these hats. Meaning, if you're, because I know you're an 8 or a 7 7/8 in that area. If you go and order a bunch of 7 3/4, you got to send them back. You got to pay for the shipping, both what we ship, the shipping that we ship to you, and then shipping it back because you're making a conscious choice to try to buy something that may not fit you. I hope that makes sense. So, like, let's say you order a 7 7/8, that's your size, and it's defective or something. No, we're not going to make you pay shipping. But if you're consciously making a decision to go and buy hats that aren't your size and hoping they fit, they come and they don't, and then you want to return them, no, you can do it. But I mean, you're gonna have to pay for the shipping. I hope that makes sense to everybody. We have a pretty fair return policy.
Yeah.
You know, Justin. Yeah, I think you do it. I think you do it through Shopify, but if not, Anna can look at it for you. So when you send it, I usually don't do those changes myself. I usually like flag the email and then Anna goes in and changes the stuff. Okay. And yes, new time now. We're going to be doing this at 9 p.m. Because it's just, listen, like, for example, tomorrow I got to go to the gym and stuff, and I'm up so late, and then I'm not young anymore. I need to start at 9. You know? If it's on the West Coast, if I lived on the West Coast, it'd be different, but I can't do this again. I'm like up till midnight, 1 o'clock. That's way past my bedtime. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys ready to get started here?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Leon's probably deep in thought here because he's got a new system here. He's in a hotel because he went to. Hey, what happened with that concert you went to see, Nickelback or whatever it was?
So she was delayed. So we showed up to the venue and we're like, no one is here. This is weird. And it was a snowstorm. So we got there, we start looking around. No one's working the venue. So this is weird. So we go check her stories. And she was stuck in Chicago. So she ended up doing the concert the next night. We ended up not going. No. It was late. It was 11 o'clock show the next day, which would have been yesterday night.
Last night.
Yeah. So we ended up not going. So it's a shitty story, but But yeah, I did not get to see Jessie Reyes do her acoustic concert.
Are you a Nickelback fan? Because you're Canadian?
I mean, I listened to them growing up, but I wouldn't like call myself a fan. But they've made a couple bangers. Growing up and maturing is realizing that they do make okay music.
Yeah, you keep asking what happened to Snap. He's not on the show anymore. Purple Turtle.
Yeah.
No, he's just not on the show. All right, you ready, Leon?
Yeah, let's do it. So
sorry about your Jessie Reyes experience.
Jessie Reyes, yeah.
If it was snowing, listen, all due respect, if it were snowing, I would have been like researching whether or not that concert was still going on.
Lesson learned.
How long did it take you to get there?
About 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Yes.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, but yeah.
Yesterday it was like 70 degrees here.
Yeah, but they also had that plane flip over a couple months ago, so I'm pretty sure they're kind of taking it easy. It is what it is.
Wow, it doesn't snow as much as it used to, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
In general, right? All right. You ready to get started here? Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I keep playing. So there's a Satin Kings dropping tonight. I'll let you guys know when that's about to drop. That'll be towards the end of the stream at this point because we start so much earlier. You guys are going to like the Kings hat if it's on the way to your house. All right, so let's start at Topper Store USA. So this week was a shorter week because we had the sale yesterday and today. But there will be 2 hats dropping this weekend. So I'll go through those 2 hats right now. That blacked out 1984 Olympic patch, Dodgers, that says with a Los Angeles script. That'll be dropping this weekend. And what else is dropping? There's one other hat dropping this weekend. Shit, I don't remember. Well, one of the 2. Now, when it comes down to the regular drops this week, we had that Screaming Eagle drop internationally. The Red Wings, I believe, and the Penguins were over the weekend. And then you had the No. Is that right? Yeah, the Nordiques and the Camo Predators on Monday. Tuesday was the Puerto Rico pack, and Wednesday was the Tokyo Series pack, and those things blew out. The other thing that we had hit the site yesterday and some hit today were some minor league baseball on-fields. Now, remember, these minor league baseball on-fields have gray unders, and they have the new MILB Batterman on them. and they're pretty cheap. So right now, if you go on the website, you get 30% off those too, and our list price is $42, I think, or $43. So you're getting a really good deal on those on fields. And just so you know, Skittles, I took a look at it. We did not order 7 7/8 in these minor league baseball on fields, just so you're aware. I know you can do 3/4 7 7/8, but then people are going in and buying the 7 3/4. So just be ready for that next time around. So that's Topper Store USA, and we can move along.
Crownminded.
And yes, the Iron Pigs did change their logo a little bit. That's a slight rebrand, and that's why I purchased those for the website. All right, so Crownminded. All right.
Yeah, they had themselves a week. Essentially, the Dodgers championship stuff dropped, I think, last weekend. Their Tuesday tribute had the chrome Giants with the gold front, little reverse retro looking Kings hat, and then 2 Houston hats for them.
Okay, those Houston hats are deplorable, but that Kings hat, I like how they did that differently.
Yeah.
See, like I was doing purple and yellow, and and purple, they said black, and then they changed the logo itself, which is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But those Houston hats, I want to make sure I reiterate what I said. Those things are terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
The mitt with the oyster is already vaulted, I assume. They are not allowing people to use that mitt. Surprisingly, they're letting people buy it, though.
The vagina logo, right?
Yeah. They're letting people buy it, though, surprisingly. So I would get that if you want a collector's piece. If you want to complete
my favorite here is definitely the Kings.
Yeah, that one's solid. But if you want to complete your tatas, ass, and oyster catchers trifecta, I would jump in on that. I would not expect anyone to be able to drop any customs with that logo.
Well, there was also that swastika Padres from the years back.
Padres? Yeah.
That thing was crazy. How that ever got through was just fucking insane, man. Yeah.
We were crazy. We scooped it right away as a collector's piece, not as a...
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely an interesting time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Crownminded. Nice job excluding those Houston hats.
Mm-hmm. Moving forward, us at Pro Image Colorado, we had ourselves a really slow week. We only dropped the leftovers from the Jimbo Phillips pre-order on Monday. We haven't dropped since, but
why?
We're just kind of waiting for stuff to arrive right now. So I think just the way the weeks worked out, I think some stuff arrived early, some stuff is arriving on time, and then I think we had a couple orders air in, and just the jumble of mixing up air and sea shipping just created this kind of vacuum effect.
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting for the new stuff to arrive, essentially.
Nice.
So we should be back to it next week.
All right. Well, this is a good hat nonetheless.
Yep. We started our Easter early at the Capologists. We had this bunny hop hat, and admittedly, I am not a fan of the pastels, but with the logo like this, we opted to do like a lavender with a pink under, plain Jane. Tony had this cool, kind of almost Bugs Bunny like Jumpman logo. He's dunking the egg. Thought it'd be cool to do it for Easter, so we dropped this one early to get it in people's hands for Easter.
That's cool. That's cool.
Thank you. Moving forward, we have the Clink Room. So these are the 6 hats that went up for pre-order this week for Clink Room. We got Kong Boy by Heather, Bloodline by Milosh, Beer League by Win Studio, Crossing by CBS Inc. and Chad, Guardian Spirit by Sierra Gons, and Give 'em Some Lip by Raphael with the skull being drawn by the lipstick, which is a kind of interesting piece. But those are the 6 hats we have up for pre-order at the Clink Room.
Not my favorite week.
No.
No.
To me, the one that stands out, I like Bloodline. It kind of reminds you of like a King James logo, almost in his like high school colors, St. Mary's. That one kind of
Bloodline
sticks
kind of
out to
reminds
me.
me of Game of Thrones.
Okay, like a Lannister, like a
Yeah,
sigil.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't mind crossing. That's an interesting, like Bugs Bunny hat, right? I mean,
yeah.
Easter hat. No, it's not really an Easter hat though. He's got horns. What is that? Jackalope or something?
It might be a jackalope. Yeah, yeah. He's hopping over the moon. Kind of got some like almost like Noble North elements with that star there, star eye too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Game Boy one would be interesting to see if it passes. I'm surprised, but it's a cool. The logo's colored like cool, like the way that they colored it, kind of like a Game Boy screen.
Mm, yeah. This isn't a super strong week though, dude.
Yeah,
Even give him some lip. I like the concept. I just don't know.
yeah.
And this Win Studio, man. I don't know, man. This stuff looks like fucking looks suspect to me.
Yeah, he over details a lot of stuff. I
Come on,
don't
this
know.
shit looks like it belongs on a T-shirt. Like
Yeah, there's a
it
lot of
doesn't.
like, highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see an example when we move forward where the hyper realistic extra highlighted stuff does not embroider well. You'll see it
Mhm.
because he had one of his drop for pre-order. You can guess which one it is right here. The one I'm kind of referring to. There's just way too much detail, and it didn't
Oh,
embroider.
the Reaper's wings.
Yeah, and the face and the
Yeah.
it's just a jumble.
Yeah.
Where something like Space Between, that thing embroidered so cool because there's only two tones, the white and then the highlight.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I really
by
like three of
what's that?
these.
What's Bohemian Getaway by Clinkers? What does that mean?
Oh, that one got cut off. That's Ryan Simmons and I believe Holly.
Oh,
The word just got cut off. That's my fault.
oh, yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah. And then the Underworld Garden, that's Win Studio, so his name got cut off there too. That's my fault.
All right, cool.
All right, so these will ship right away. Check them for their dead stock, so you won't have to worry
Oh, I
for.
like that Chocobo and Efra one.
Yeah, that one's slick. I picked up Space Between, Chamu Kong, and In Kong. Those are the three I picked up from this bunch.
Yeah, I like that one.
Hillside's In Kong is really the embroidery is really good in hand. It's kind of like a tattoo-ish. Yeah. All
Oh
right.
yeah, that's cool too.
Oops. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Moving forward, our first topic of the week happened. Is happening with a lot of these contracts being doled out. So I wanted to kind of get your opinion on it. Uh, the Boston Red Sox got about 5 game sample size, and they said that's enough to sign Christian Campbell to an 8-year deal. I think it's a good piece of business. You guys are buying out, I think, 2 years of his free agency, and kind of adding some cost certainty and not having to worry about arbitration and stuff like that. Jackson Merrill, last year's Rookie of the Year, just signed a 9-year deal, 135, and Ketel Marte has been with the Diamondbacks for a number of years. He actually extended to. He added an extra 7 years to his deal, 135, 115. But yeah, just a lot of extensions in season. I've been hearing some pundits talk about this potentially could be something worth the owners wanting to get some cost certainty with potential labor um, stoppage looming. But what are your
That's
thoughts
not
on?
that's not it. They're doing this because they're seeing these exploding contracts and they're taking small risks. I know it seems like 61. Like, let's talk about Christian Campbell because that's the one I'm most in
Yeah,
tune with. You said a 5 game sample size. It's more than that. This guy hit at every level last year, in the
yeah.
minors. I'm talking in a big way. This kid
Well,
is
I
this
meant, I
kid's
meant, I meant he's had 5 games in the majors. So You've obviously signed him, brought him up, and
They
this
know
is something that
what they're signing with him, and there's a reason why he was the first of the three, not just because of blockages at position. There's a reason why he was the first of the big three to make it to the major leagues. And honestly, like, this is a kid that's probably, listen, he's expected to do big ass things. I mean, he's being a Red Sox fan, watching him right now. It's like it feels Mookie Betts like, with a little less speed. Now Mookie is an exceptional athlete, and I think he's a better athlete than Christian Campbell. But watching him at the plate, his demeanor, he reminds me of a young Mookie Betts. So for me, if I'm the owner, I'm saying, look at these fucking contracts right now.
Yeah.
Look at these contracts. Let's lock them in. And they've locked a lot. They locked Crochet up too. Lock in a bunch of young players. And if Roman Anthony hits like this, or Marcelo Meyer hits like this, they're going to do the same thing with him, with both of them. They're going to do the same fucking thing. And they're that close to doing it with both of them too, because you're saving money.
Yeah.
And I think Jack.
Even if, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, even if it's, it doesn't work out, or there is a position where you can't fit him, I mean, that is a very tradable contract. That is a steal to get one of the top prospects in baseball locked up, and you're not going to really have to worry about the arbitration and arguing. He wants 3.5. You want to pay him.
When you get them young too, listen. When you get them young too, right? Like when you get them in this contract, even with their agents and whatnot, you get them young. They're like, they've never seen dollars like that before. And a younger guy is going to be much more apt to sign an undervalued contract than a veteran. And this kid's gonna. And what I like about this contract is he's not gonna get lazy. Like if he just doesn't pan out, he just doesn't pan out. It's not going to be because he's going to get fat off his checks. I know it's a lot of fucking money. I get it. What I'm saying is that's not the kind of money that makes people fat and lazy.
Yeah.
In Major League Baseball, it's those fat contracts. When the Red Sox did this, I thought it was brilliant. Brilliant. And Jackson Merrill too. He proved himself in the major leagues already. That's cheap, man. That's what, $15 million a year. That's $15 million a year. That's nothing.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
They're shaving off a couple years off of his free agency too. So it's a good deal for both sides. I think. Like San Diego takes a little bit of a risk, but the player gets a little bit of guaranteed money, and he's not going to have to go year to year. The rookie contracts are really bad, man. Like you don't really start getting paid until 6-7 years into your career potentially.
I think it's smart. Listen, there's no sure shots in Major League Baseball, right? But I will tell you, of all the baseball I've watched, this Christian Campbell's a real fucking deal. I watched him in spring training. You barely turn a double play because it's not his natural position at second. And now you're watching him, and he's already fucking flipping. This kid is special, man. I'm telling you, he's going to be special. And he's got a great demeanor. And I think the Red Sox know what they got, and they're going to lock him up. And it's not just him, dude. I'm telling you, it's Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer too. Both of those guys too. They're going to do the same fucking thing. Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's move forward. Top Star Europe, I believe 2 slides for their offerings.
Acevedo in baseball. Well, hold on. Acevedo in baseball, you don't see that like you do in the NBA and shit. So like holding out for better contracts and stuff. You don't see that at the same frequency you see that in other sports. You don't see it. Like you usually see that in the NFL, honestly.
Yeah.
That's where you see it, because the NFL doesn't have guaranteed money like MLB has. So that's more of an NFL thing. I can't remember the last player I saw really notable player like hold out because of money in baseball. It's not you don't see that very often.
No, I think teams recognize really early if they're going to be in the ballpark to pay the person, and if the organization's good, they'll get rid of them beforehand. Like use the Nationals as an example. They knew they weren't going to re-sign Juan Soto, and they ended up recouping from the San Diego Padres. They got Mackenzie Gore, C.J. Abrams, and James Wood. That's a huge return.
Yeah, we got.
they knew once if they kept Juan Soto, he would have walked and lost them for nothing.
Right, but baseball in general isn't conducive to holding out. Like that's not what it is. Like they have guaranteed money.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed money. So like with all of that comes, I think, less wiggle room to start acting like a fucking idiot. Like because I think with the union's very powerful and strong, but I don't think they can protect a player who's got a guaranteed contract and is saying no, getting more money. I think they just want to get paid.
Yeah, they have no leverage.
And
The windows are much shorter, right? As a football player, like a lot of these guys really have to cash in.
No, I'm telling you, dude, it's because there's no guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're kind of saying that they want to cash in right now, because you never know what tomorrow's going to hold. They get injured, nothing's guaranteed.
Exactly. And yeah, there's no like franchise tagging either, nothing like that in baseball. You sign the deal, you play out your year, and then you go hit free agency. It's kind of like different in a way.
All right, Leo, why don't you take us through Top Restore Europe?
Yeah, so they have themselves a good mix. So we see a lot of A-frames here. So the I love Shohei Ohtani with the Yankees. They had a graphite and black kind of gray bottom collection, some NHL A-frames, and then a good mix of MLB, NFL, and NHL hats. The highlight to me, I see the new Cubs alternate logo done in a black with everyone's favorite Cubs side patch, the 1990 All-Star Game. Clean Braves with the 25th anniversary, and the Toronto St. Pats.
The Braves with the 2025 All-Star Game, you mean, right?
Yeah, 2025 All-Star. The new one for this year.
Yeah.
So it's a good mix. And moving forward, their second slide, some minor leagues, some A-frame truckers, I believe, or no, A-frame monocam and chromium frames as well, and the jointly distributed Washington Capitals.
Yeah.
Damn, such a strong league over there. Yeah.
All right.
Moving forward, HatClub. They had themselves an app exclusive for the Tokyo series, black and graphite. Dodgers and Cubs, kind of a chrome and blue app exclusive.
Yeah, I think ours were better.
Yeah. Then they had a kind of a newish kind of material here, this kind of faded camo. Yeah.
Well, they called it like watercolor or something, right?
I forgot the exact name they used.
Watercolor camo or something?
Yeah, but it's like, it looks like it's like ripstop on a different kind of color. Yeah, one is almost like a digital sand, and then the other one's a digital like woodland. It's interesting. It's different, at least. Skittles is not a fan of the HatClub app. Well, I can say I've never used it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I do actually like these. They're different.
Yeah. Do you like the camo tops better or the camo visors? I think in this case, I think I would
prefer like mono if they were able to do it.
Yeah.
But I think I prefer the visor.
I was gonna say I think the visor's better in this case. But the Baltimore one's not too bad. The one we're kind of just looking at in the front here. Oh, there is a Yankee all camo. You see the bottom left?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that one looks the best. I would say you're right. And it's got the 99 patch. Some of them are pinkies. Interesting. Maybe the black ones are pinkies.
I'm really good with the pink. I really do like pink bottoms on like black hats and navy hats, but like some of the stuff, like I don't know, man.
Yeah, you were saying they look better on monos, and I think I tend to.
I've always thought colored UVs look better on monos.
Yeah, there's just too much going on up top, right?
when you have like a black crown, a purple visor, and then a green undervisor, it's like too much, man, to me.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's got to be like I like color. Like if you use green and gray, I shouldn't have used green as an example. Green and gray to me can go on anything. But I think when you start doing anything outside of green and gray, it needs to be a mono hat for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right.
All right. And I think one more slide for them. I just included their April Fool's stuff. I thought it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Drake like bonnet one is insane. Yeah, but they had themselves some fun for April Fools. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The HatClub barista hat is kind of crazy. If you were to wear one of these things, which one are you wearing? Would you do the Atlanta with the fake the fake dreads?
No, I definitely want to be wearing that one, but maybe
Houston Jackalopes.
Dude, I'm not wearing any of these, man. I mean,
what about the visor with the hair, man? You make you look like Stone Cold when you first came into
I'm good, dude.
the WWF.
No, I'm not wearing any of these. None of these. Fuck this. Shit. Visors. People used to wear visors a lot.
Yeah. Poker players.
Nah, it was a thing back in like I'd say the 90s. Like people wearing visors.
Yeah, that's true. Some people used to wear them upside down too, right?
Yeah, but I remember people wearing Nike visors all the time.
Yeah, what a vibe.
Pick one, drop one. Okay, pick one, drop one. Like just like that aesthetically looks the coolest.
Yeah,
I would pick the Seattle the fucking lettuce thing. I don't know what that is. And then I would drop the visor.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the Toronto bonnets, and I'm dropping the the visor with the hair. That's just ridiculous. I mean, the Atlanta
right?
with the hair is pretty crazy too, huh?
Which one? Wait, no, that's a hat with hair.
Oh, the hat with hair? It almost looks like a
not
visor with hair. I'm picturing it as a visor with hair, but yeah, I get. Yeah. I've never dyed my hair. I just think I would look ridiculous with blonde hair. So
no.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, these are
a couple teams had their City Connects leak. Luckily for us, it wasn't like the folded up retail.
Yeah.
Pick. So at least they chose to leak them in good photography this time. So I've included all of them. I kind of wanted to talk to you about them, get your take on me. So we'll start with your Boston Red Sox, kind of paying homage
I like this
to the monster.
And it's got the font that's used on the scoreboard and stuff. I like this. This is good.
Yeah. And then the out lights too above the hang tag on the bottom, the jock tag thing.
Yeah.
Those lights. I
No,
think they did a good job.
This is well done.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be grabbing that jersey. That's a green. That's a specific green.
I was gonna say that matches perfect, right?
And I bet you, I'm willing to bet. I don't know for a fact. I'm willing to bet New Era's gonna have the same color for the hat, so that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, I hope so. I will be there to see it in person on Monday and Tuesday. Green Monster.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll be in Boston. So
the Red Sox had a rough start, but they're back at 500. It's all up from here.
I would have rather faced Draffy when he was cold than having. I think you guys put 10 today.
He's still kind of cold.
Yeah, he had a late start for spring, right? Late start for spring training.
He's walked like 9 times or 10 times this season already though, so he's getting on base.
Yeah,
but there's definitely something off. Yeah. All right. What is there another team after this one or no?
Yeah. There was 4 leaks. So the next team, Miami, with
their other one was way better. Their other one was way better. The Sugar King.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of went the Vice route, which I don't know, man. like the Heat have just beat the Vice kind of thing to death.
Yeah, but this will allow you to use those colors now officially on Miami hats, though.
That's cool.
Not
Yeah.
shut down.
And their side logo there, so their sleeve logo, it looks like they kind of have like a neon
Yeah,
version.
no, dude, this looks like a kind of like a mashup, right? Almost. No,
Yeah.
it's the same. Do they have a logo like that with the fish on it?
Yeah, that's their current logo, but the way that they
Yeah.
colored it made it look like it's like a neon sign.
Yeah, fuck this, man. This thing sucks. The Sugar Kings was better.
Well, the
This is
Sugar
too-
Kings had such a cool tie to their
This
history,
is
right?
this is like too cliche. This is like Miami. Like it's just like, come on, man.
It feels like a soccer kit, right? With all the textures on the thing.
It feels too
remove the
simplistic.
buttons. It looks like a soccer.
It feels too simplistic to me.
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Yeah. It doesn't. There's no connection. You know.
Mm-mm. There is a connection, but the generic everybody knows connection.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not a deep connection like the other one, I would say.
No, the other one with the Sugar Kings was it was one of my favorites actually.
Yeah.
With the pinstripes and stuff.
Yep.
And right?
The color, the reds and that kind
it
of
was
blue
nice,
that they
man.
used. Ugh.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is trash. What's the next one?
This one,
Oh
Colorado
my God.
Rockies.
This is fucking horrible.
the pullover too, right? This is said to emulate the sunset there.
Yeah. Oh. They neither of their jerseys were good, honestly. Like, I mean,
I don't mind the green one.
I don't
I don't
know.
mind the green one.
I don't know, man.
This one feels kind of like
this thing is screams San Diego Padres.
yeah.
That's San Diego Padres crappy City Connect.
Yeah. This feels like a cheap like hiker brand. Like a off ACG or something, you know?
Yeah, it feels really, really cheap.
Or off Patagonia.
This feels really, really cheap.
And the way that the word looks, it almost makes it look like it says Rockets. Right?
Rockets. Yeah, this thing sucks. Is there's one more?
Yes, one more. This
Let's
one
do
is actually
do a poll too. Which one people like the best? The
sure.
Boston, Miami, the Rockies, and then let's see the last one.
The last one, Jerry Reinsdorf owns both the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago White Sox. So it looks like he kind of mashed them up, which is interesting.
I like this until the sleeves.
Oh yeah. The sleeve logo is cool, but the that kind of sleeve, yeah, it makes it look like it's cheap, like off white.
Why couldn't they just do red pinstripe stripe everywhere and then put that on the side?
I'm not sure. I feel like they made it like a vest to make it look like it's almost like a basketball jersey. But
it's stupid, man.
Yeah. Let me get this poll set up for you all 1 sec.
The sleeves are what's bothering me here, man. I like this idea though. They're starting to figure things out here now. These teams, like the crossover appeal and blah 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 blah. Listen, I agree. The Red Sox one, and it's not just I'm a Red Sox fan. If I was just looking at this like just unbiased, like just aesthetically, I would say the Red Sox by a large margin. However, if these sleeves were, if this was all red pinstripe, dude, and you put that logo on the side, outline it maybe in black or something, I would go with this.
All right, the poll is up for y'all.
All right, vote in the poll. What your favorite is?
Execution wise, I think the Boston one is by far the best. But in terms of like being able to do crossovers with this Chicago font, I mean, this looks exactly like the Bulls font. I think like more cooler stuff can come out of it. Like you can start playing with kind of some proper crossovers, you know?
I would get this and cut the sleeves off.
Yeah. You very rarely see red pinstripe too, right? That's a Bulls thing, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Is it?
They're
Are
not
they?
all bad Northeast beast. The Red Sox one is fucking clean.
Yeah. The Bulls typically use a black jersey with a red pinstripe, so they kind of flipped it. I think this is like a cool. This almost looks like a giveaway jersey. You know, like when they give away, like it's like Chicago Bulls night.
That sleeve with the red fucking
Tape.
trim looks stupid.
Yeah, it says sell side. I think might that be like a subtle nod to Virgil? It kind of looks kind of off whitish.
I don't know, dude. I'm not buying all that. I think this is just a shitty looking jersey.
Yeah. Do you like the logo though? The single sock with the.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it if it was. I do like the logo itself. I don't like it on this. Like, why black sleeves, man?
Yeah, it's such a weird design choice. But like that logo almost looks like a Jordan logo too, you know, like kind of like the Jumpman, the flight, you know. So I think like this is the coolest from a creative point, like how you can make hats potentially with this color palette and these logos. But I think Boston by far is the best executed full package. We haven't seen the hat yet, though. That's the interesting part. We've only seen the
It's
jersey.
probably gonna be the B. It's probably gonna be that B.
The B in the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think.
That's cool too.
Or it would be the B of the Boston.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That'd be cool too.
It's Boston on the front, so it could be just the B. Right?
Yeah.
Could we go show it again?
Yeah. It could be
Red
Red
Sox. That's right.
It's probably the B. They would probably do the B though, more likely.
How many of the City Connects? How many of the City Connects will say the team name? They all do, huh? No, because it's like
rare. Right? It's a mix. So some say Miami, some Serpientes.
The first one said Boston. Now this one says
Boston.
Red Sox. The other one said Colorado. This year says Rockies.
Yes.
Last year, the Florida one said the Miami one. It said Miami. It says Miami again this year. So I guess there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, it's up to the team. But a lot of them do have the city, but some don't. You know, some don't.
This is by far the best one. Come on, dude.
Yeah, and you know the hook too right away. It captures that kind of hand painted feel too. That kind of like roughness. They did a great job, man. This is a layup though, right? I mean, like we were saying, this is easy.
Yeah.
Just hook the monster and call it a day. This is a perfect hook.
Yeah. What's the poll results?
Right now, I think Boston is leading at 53%. I just see who's leading. I won't see them until I end the poll.
The worst. Which one's the worst in your opinion?
Got to be Miami, right? Oh no, Colorado's
Rockies.
Yeah.
I would go Boston 1, Chicago. I can't even say this, but Chicago 2, Miami 3. No. Boston 1, Miami 2, Chicago 3, Rockies 4. Just because that sleeve is so bad. It is so bad on the Chicago.
Yeah. At least Miami gives us 2 cool logos too.
Yeah.
Rockies didn't. I mean, this broke up logo too at the front, man. What are we gonna do with that?
I don't mind the 70s style pullover if it looks classic, but this is like fucking weird, man.
Yeah, they didn't even sniff the 70s with their franchise though. You know. Then they start in like the 90s. They weren't even close to the 70s.
Yeah, they started like what 98 or something, 95.
They moved cores to 95. I don't know if maybe they played in Mile High maybe a year or two. So yeah,
really.
I think they came in. Did they come with the Marlins? 93.
No, weren't the Marlins first? I don't remember. Yeah, it might be 93.
I think they came in with the Marlins because the Diamondbacks.
93. The Diamondbacks' inaugural season was 98.
8 or 97, one of those two.
Yeah.
Because the Diamondbacks came in with the other team. Who the fuck they come in with?
I don't remember.
It's 4 teams essentially.
Yeah.
It came in the 90s. I'm blanking. I was just at the Hall of Fame too.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
That's all right. Someone will write it in the chat.
Yeah. End the poll. So Berdeens had themselves a week. So the poll results: Red Sox 52, White Sox 30, Marlins 11, and Rockets 4. Rockies 4%. I call them the Rockets.
Wow.
Rays. That's what it was. Duh. Yeah. Rays, Diamondbacks. Yes. Thank you. Berdeens. So they had 4 of the like the Louis V style colored hats with the black, white with the red unders, and then
Yeah.
Bulls snapback with the 912 area code on the side.
Mm.
The red unders aren't bad. I mean, we've seen them use it. We've seen you guys use them too, the red unders. So it's good to see some color visors kind of make a little comeback. I don't know if we're ready for the full blown like
That ain't gonna happen here for a while.
Yeah, like the whole color spectrum, but I think red is still a very cool looking hat.
Red still really works.
You have a favorite in the bunch?
They're just so plain, man. I don't.
Yeah. It's almost like no one makes hats like this no more, right? Plain white front, toned down side patch.
The hat world's in this really weird space, man. Like, to engage folks like us and the people in the chat, right? You got to have something special with the hat.
Uh-huh.
But then there's less of people like that, like the folks in our chat. So you're trying to cater to a different audience at times. It's this balancing act right now, you know?
Yeah.
And some of these stores are trying to figure out, okay, do we go like the route of like trying to engage a new customer base, or do we continue to engage our current customer base? Do we do both? How do we do both? Dude, it's in a really interesting place. I'm telling you, man. I'm living it every day.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting place.
These almost feel nostalgic in a way, right? These almost like a throw. It's funny, like that era is like a throwback era now.
Kind of, but they also feel, but then again, they also feel kind of boring.
Yeah.
So, like the difference is, like, from an engagement perspective, is when there was more UV colors, when there was more cool shit going on. It was different.
Yeah.
There was way more variety.
Yeah.
Now people got annoyed with some of that variety. They don't like those things anymore. And now you refined it to less variety. So you're in turn engaging less people. There's less interesting stuff, and it cools off a little bit. Now that doesn't mean it's not going to just come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
It's going to come back. But it all goes in cycles, man.
It's all waves, yeah.
Yeah. All goes in cycles. So for us, these 4 hats, I'm going to be frank with you, they're very fucking boring to me. But let's say it's someone newer to the hat world, they see these like red undervisors. Wow.
Yeah.
Never thought of that, you know?
Or maybe they collected late and they weren't here for it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I don't mind them. To me, it's like refreshing to see. It's kind of interesting. It's like that these are like a throwback style.
I'm with you. It's refreshing to see. It's also indicative of a lot of change.
Yeah.
And I don't think all good change.
Yeah. And I'm with you. Like we for us, kind of more seasoned collectors, it's like kind of like been there, done that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally understand what you're saying.
It is kind of boring to everybody, though.
You think so?
In our community, this is boring to most people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, when the Louis V's came out, you must have got like 40 of them, right? At least.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
But even me, I prefer to have a little bit of metallic on my hat.
Yeah.
I do a little bit. Not it doesn't have to be all metallic, but I prefer to have a little bit of metallic on my hat.
It seems like they kind of sprinkled it in a little bit, little bit of metallic gold, a little bit of copper. I see on the White Sox. But yeah, they definitely picked logos with no metallics on the front. But
Yeah, but how many good everyday hats do you need? You know, that's what I'm getting at. Like it's like,
yeah. Yeah. Rogers, yes, we did show off the hat. Scroll to about the 6-minute mark. Of the
I'm gonna
episode.
show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys in about 10 minutes anyway, right?
Yeah.
20 minutes anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a beater. That's what you were saying too, right?
Oh
What
yeah,
Scott
I'm
said.
not denying that. What I'm saying is that I don't like that. I wouldn't like it if this is the total trend.
Oh yeah. No, I'm with you
It's
there.
dangerous. It's fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah.
If this becomes the trend, like just doing this,
It'll get boring real fast.
real fast.
Yeah, because not every
You can see what happens too. You can see what happens. Like, you know, like even when Pat and I do blacked out hats, now everybody's doing blacked out hats. Go and look, you can see it. They're putting blacked out hats with a little bit of color in them, like we do. Like they're doing like you can see what's happening.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
All right, moving forward. Still had a 3 NHL hat drop. So the Heather, kind of a McFarland style, Oilers. The Red Wings, I believe, is a restock, black red. If not, it's a similar combo that we've seen in the past with the Joe Louis Arena patch, and then the flip side jersey flip with the Maple Leafs with the monotone camo with the gear of the draft for Austin Matthews. You know that reversible jersey that the Leafs wear, that Justin Bieber designed? That's kind of the hook for inspo for this Leafs hat.
I like the Maple Leafs a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's probably my favorite here.
I still can't get behind gray crowns.
Yeah, and that one's Heather too. It is a cool logo.
I love the logo. I mean,
yeah.
we were technically the first to use it, I think. I like it. But my favorite here by far is the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, it feels different too. It feels like a real custom.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice job.
Flip side jersey for people who don't see the hook. It's there for you. The first on-field reversible jersey, I think, in North America sports at least. Go Leafs, go. MyFitteds, bit of a slower week. Some restock, some new stuff. Yeah. I think the highlight for me
I wonder if these are actual restocks or if this is stuff that was on the store shelves and he put it back online.
It's possible. Because they have like the 2 locations, right? So maybe, maybe that's kind of why we feel like we always see their stuff because we do their previews and then like we just show whatever.
The Cubs hat is good.
Yeah, with the wood grain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really upset. I missed the Hitman hat now like 3 times.
Well, do you understand? Someone's asking, like, do you understand the hook of the lower right hand?
No.
I don't know if that Hitman was a true restock, guys, because you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's a team.
He got away with it once, and I don't know if you're allowed to do that. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to do that, right? So like he wasn't. Yeah. I'm sure he wasn't allowed to reorder it.
Yeah, I bet you it's probably like he took like the White Plains, like you were saying, like the stock from one of the stores,
or he only released half of it at a time. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, has he joining us from Twitch?
Twitch, yeah, and I'm okay with that, with the way Kanye's been acting lately.
Kanye is like, I kind of honestly feel bad for the guy, to be frank with you.
I mean, at this point, I
There's
think
something wrong.
someone made a video and said you would enjoy Kanye more if you just treat him like he's like a WWE wrestler and just not take him serious. Like you just like look at the promo, everything.
Wendell, wait, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for all the comments. Do you know what the hook is to that lower right hand, Ducks?
I don't.
Yeah,
It looks crazy. It's got like funky pinks in it and stuff. I have no clue. Oh, Batman killing the joke. Okay.
Oh, the killing joke.
Yeah, the killing joke. That's when doesn't like the Joker kill like Commissioner Gordon's like daughter or something? He rapes and kills her, and then Batman gets crazy.
I'm not in the DC comics.
I think Batman goes crazy and kills the Joker, and then the Joker becomes Batman or something. I don't know.
What am I smoking? I don't smoke. I don't smoke, Wendell. Oh, where have you been for the... No, I know. I haven't seen you in the stream in a while, though. Not that I've seen. Have you seen him in the stream recently? Commenting?
Not a lot of commenting.
Yeah. Well, I hope everything's okay, bud.
Yeah.
I don't smoke. Maybe I'm forgetful.
We getting old, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We definitely getting old. Yeah. But it's all love, man. Welcome. Pro Society. They had themselves a packed Friday today, so got some Winter Classic, some NBA, some Mexican Soccer League stuff, and of course some more MLB heads.
Is that like a WNBA? Is that what that is?
No, Houston Summit. It says Rockets Houston Summit. I'm not sure.
Is that in it?
But it's a Rockets one because it's a 2-time champ. It's not
Houston that's coming out of this place. Like, I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like when what was that place that did all those Houston hats? The Astros just the hang time Houston.
Yeah, hang time Houston. Yeah.
I don't like that move, man. Like, go all over the place, man. But like this,
to spam it is kind of gross, right? But I mean, for him, I guess fitted dad, he probably doesn't have like a local store he can work with. But yeah, it's a lot, man.
I get it, but like, and this isn't an indictment on him. What I'm saying is, it almost feels like this like slimy money grab all the time. Like let's like bastardize Houston. It's like,
yeah. It was like when somebody's like
weird, right? Doesn't it feel weird?
Yeah, remember when like some minor league logos would just get raped and pillaged, and like the COVID pirate too. Like you saw stores that never make pirate hats make like 18 pirate.
But this is fucking weird, man. Dude. The biggest market right now in baseball caps, 100% is LA.
LA, yeah,
100%. You're in LA.
Bunch of those. Yeah.
Just keep making great LA, and then outside of that, make other stuff, but in moderation. This Houston thing is really fucking weird. It's really weird how much of it there is.
It's almost every week, like clockwork, right? At least one or two Houston.
I don't know how I'm trying to, the right way to describe this behavior.
It feels kind of gross, right?
It feels. Yeah, I don't know if gross. Slimy is a strong word too.
Yeah. It
feels like
inauthentic.
Not fitted dad. Not that guy. Not the guy who's making the hats.
No, he just gets in where he fits in. I understand.
Yeah, he's just trying to make the stuff that he wants to make.
Yeah,
I think it feels slimy and gross.
It's kind of inauthentic, maybe. Like not grassroots almost. I mean, using a grassroots designer, but you're so far from Houston.
Nah, it's soulless, dude. It's just like let's make money.
Yeah,
and I'm all about that, man. Business make money, business make money, business make money. But at the end of the day, man, like you got to have a soul too, because that money's not gonna be enough eventually. Because just like this grab on Houston is not gonna be enough. What do you do? Like when Houston stops selling, you just get rid of Fitted Dad?
Yeah.
Hey pal, find another place to make that. Like it's just like weird to me, man.
Yeah, kind of grubby. I understand what you're saying. It's just yeah, it's hard to kind of put into words though.
But I'm so sick of covering their store, right? And it's Houston. Like what the fuck? What
Yeah.
the fuck? What's up, man?
Yeah. And they're just pillaging any logo they see, any type of Houston. Like they're on it. I mean,
I don't know who Rockets hat. I gotta be, and that one too. I don't know with that fucking weird patch. Like, if it's not like the real hardwood classic stuff, like it's just not good to me.
Yeah.
So like Pat and I made some NBA hats for the U.S. and I'm like, yeah, I like them, but there's always something about them that just doesn't feel complete.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully
it doesn't feel complete. Like you're almost like just scrounging around for some suitable side patch that really doesn't fucking exist. No, they've had a love affair with Houston too for a long time. I love Hat Dreams, but they were like right behind Hang Time Indie in terms of how much Houston they were doing.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right, let's move on.
All right. So they had themselves second part of it. So they did this whole like Korean.
These I do like. This is what I'm talking about. This is good.
This was smart. So really showing love for the Koreans in Koreatown, in LA. This is I like all these
authentic,
and all different silhouettes too.
Authentic. It has a soul to it. Like it feels right. Like it doesn't feel like it's a money grab. It just feels like it feels right. Even though they're gonna make money off this, it feels right.
Yeah, the shirts are cool too. I like the shirts a lot.
Yeah.
And it's cool on them for you, like exploring different silhouettes too. So you see like some dad hats and like unstructured, almost that 47 look, that kind of cleanup look.
Mm-hmm.
I like this drop a lot, and they use all Korean models too. It's a good job.
This feels way more natural and real.
Yeah, it makes it look like it's like one of those like almost like a hundreds brand or undefeated or something.
I like the hundreds when they did I think it was Korean, right? The Korean Kings. Did you see that? Yeah, the hundreds had LA Kings, and I think it was in Korean. I think.
It sounds familiar.
No, they did the hundred. They had T-shirts, sweatshirts. I saw it.
Okay, yeah,
they're really nice.
That makes sense. Bobby Hundreds is Korean, so yeah.
All right, let's move on. And yeah, great reminder. Let's everybody hit that like button as we continue on here. Oh, the Hartford Yard Goats. All right.
Yeah, so we went on a bit of ballpark concession thing last week. So we're continuing it with your local team. 3 of these, or 2 of these, actually exist. One is a April Fool's joke, thank God. But I don't know if any of these.
The donut sandwich better be a fucking joke, right?
No, that's real.
That's real?
Yeah, the meatloaf.
I see. Selling goat milk. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Come on, man. This is way too much for me. All this.
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw these, I'm like, Pierre ain't eating any of these, but let's force him to look at them. But whatever floats your goat, 1/4 pound all beef hot dog, chopped up peppers, onions, bacon, brown mustard, submerged in 100% whole goat milk. Oh my God. But it ended up being fake, so thank God. They pre-got us with a April Fools, so good on them. Because I saw the date, I'm like, this has to be an April Fool's thing, and I saw it March 27, and I was like, what? It's not. And I went to look at it on their website. I could not find it. So
give me a good just give me a good hot dog. The
2-foot glizzy is crazy. 2 feet.
Leon, you could tackle that motherfucker.
Three buns?
You could ease.
Yeah, 3 buns.
3 hot dogs, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's essentially, it looks like 5. It's just there's bread only on 3 portions.
2 feet? Nah, 6 inches. 6. Yeah, nah. How long is a 5 inches?
Yeah, it's about 5 to 4.
Dude, I wish
like them tiny, tiny ones. Though.
We do a segment next Friday of all the biggest LeBron James flops. Like where he looks like a fucking idiot when he's flopping around. Like
it'll be pretty easy to find the footage.
This guy is out of control. You see, he like ran into who did he run into last night? And he like fell on the ground. Like
I think it's his own teammate, right?
No, that guy. For such a big guy, right? I've never seen a softer son of a bitch in my life.
Joel Embiid.
No. LeBron.
Joel Embiid does all of this some good flopping too, though, man. But he barely
Kuminga,
plays.
Yeah, he ran into Kuminga, and he like hit the ground, and he's slapping the ground like he's in so much pain. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I am so sick. Just fucking retire.
I almost prefer like the European style of flopping where they just kind of like, but it's in the moment, but then it's over, you know?
Dude, I watched the Lakers Celtics, right?
Yeah.
Tatum drove by him. He did not fucking touch not even a hair on this guy's beard.
And he went down like he was shot.
Yeah. This flopping shit needs to stop, though. It's not just him. He's just like he's
the poster child of it.
Yeah, he's like the god of it, you know. He's like the one, you know. Like Michael Jordan would never flop around like that to look like a little bitch. Like he would just be ashamed of himself.
Yeah. You take it through you though. That's the problem too.
Did you see this highlight of him hitting Kuminga?
No, I seen some people talking about it though. Like how it looked like
he ran into him, right? Like just like something like you would fucking bump into someone in the street. And he fucking hit the ground. He was down for like 2 minutes, like slapping his fucking hand. Like, it was like, come on, man.
Yeah, they had to like get the medics out and stuff. And pour shit in his eye. Yeah, it's just too much, man. Play the fucking game.
I really want them to put together, and I'm not talking about just LeBron James. I'm talking in general. I want them to put together a review after each game to find these non-contact flops, right, and find the players.
They're supposed to. Well, I think they have to.
No. I want a process in place where after the game, they're reviewing footage, looking for these stupid flops, and then I'm not talking find them a little bit. Find them like $200,000.
Damn,
it's got to be a sizable amount of money.
I think the union will go for that. The union will probably try to protect them. Unfortunately, Chris Paul. The thing with Chris Paul is at least he's like one of the smallest guys on the court, right? The thing with like LeBron and kind of Embiid is like they're fucking huge, man. Pause. But like they're such imposing. Like they could just go right through you.
Embiid in that same place as him, man. I'm just not. Like, Embiid, at least there's contact when he's flopping around. This guy will flop with no contact.
Yeah, fair.
Some people will call it gamesmanship too. They'll say, "Oh, you know, he's trying to get the call to help his team." No, man, it's fucking bullshit. I can't wait till that guy fucking retires, man. I really can't. His plus minus, he's minus when he's on the court with the Lakers.
D-Box.
Maybe you learned it from Vlad. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. I'm getting New
York basketball, my ass. They only hate the great ones? No. I don't hate LeBron James. I think LeBron James is the second best basketball player of all time. But I can certainly hate the fact that he flops around like a fucking dead fish every time someone comes near him. Yeah. As a basketball fan, I think I'm entitled to that right. Guy flopping around like a fish out of water, like just sloshing around. It's like, come on, dude. You
Yeah,
know, yeah.
the rolling around to hitting the ground. I didn't see the play, but I've definitely seen that play.
Yeah,
Much
but he
my
hit the
fair
ground.
share.
He's like slapping the ground,
Yeah,
like so
slapping
much.
the ground.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Like, dude, you bumped. That's the equivalent of you running into someone in New York City on the street, like just you rough, brush shoulders with someone in a club or whatever. I mean, come on.
So,
All
sometimes
right,
I got to do the eye drops.
come on, man.
So who's your top five?
All time,
Yeah, we're being asked that.
Jordan number one. The hat drop will be in a couple minutes. Jordan number one. LeBron number two. People are gonna start to hate me here. I don't have Kobe in my top five. I don't. I think number three. This is tough, man. When you start to, because I have a lot of names running through my head, but if I had to go with a number three, I'm gonna go. Shit, man. I'm going Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Number four. I'm going Hakeem Olajuwon. And number five. Number five, I'd go Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Hakeem, Larry. That's where I'd go.
Yeah. I'm not going to include any players that I didn't really watch. So I didn't really watch a lot of Magic Johnson, Larry Bird in their prime. I kind of saw them when they're older. I have it as Jordan 1, for me, Kobe 2, LeBron 3, Curry 4, and probably Shaq 5. Kind of like the players I watched, but that's kind of how I have it.
All right, let's do the drop real quick, all right? So I'm going to show this hat off real quick. So this is about to hit the site, guys. This is the Satin Kings. Yellow with that black. My favorite Los Angeles Kings script. It looks fantastic. You got that metallic silver outlined in black crown on the side. Black satin, which cannot be reordered or pre-ordered. You got the vintage shield on the back. This thing is smooth, guys. This will be dropping on the site in a moment or two. All right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna monitor the website too. So once I see it drop, I'm gonna put the link in for you.
Once you do that, Leon, I have to go and post it. So I'm gonna come off audio for a little bit while you take people through the slides, okay?
Yeah, no problem. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on it for you guys.
I don't listen. I'll tell you what. I love Kobe Bryant, but I think he's probably right outside my top five. I don't know. I think Hakeem Olajuwon. I think his greatness is underrated.
Yeah,
Hakeem was like,
unstoppable.
dude, that guy was deadly, man.
Yeah,
deadly. He could do it all. Best post game. He had the best post game in the history of the game. Like, this guy's post game was insane, absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too that we didn't get to see Rockets Bulls finals as well, because the two that they did win were the two that he was away for one and then kind of like not in shape for the second one.
Oh, my dream team? I think I almost covered it, really, right? I would say at point guard, I'd have Magic Johnson. At shooting guard, I'd have Michael Jordan. At center, I'd have Hakeem. At the two forwards, I don't know. They kind of like small forward, power forward. I would just say two forwards I would take. I would take LeBron James. The other forward would be Tim Duncan. Because you can't do LeBron James and Larry Bird, because LeBron James and Larry Bird, I prefer Larry Bird, but in terms of chemistry and how the team would work, I would probably put Tim Duncan there. I don't know. Duncan was great too, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And another guy that doesn't always get top whatever love to Allen Iverson. Just pound for pound, like
Yeah, but
big
you can't take
dagger.
Allen Iverson over Magic Johnson. Dude, Magic Johnson is the most complete point guard ever, man.
Yeah, he played 1 through 5.
He could play 1 through 5. Some, he was known to play center sometimes too.
Yeah. It's just for me, like I grew up in an era where he had stepped away for a couple years, then he ended up coming back. But like I didn't get to witness prime, like in the time MJ or Magic Johnson, sorry, Irving. But yeah, I mean, what a player, right?
Isaiah Thomas was great too.
Yeah, Zeke.
Yeah, but Magic never made Jordan look human.
He was older.
He was. Well, no. When Jordan came in, Magic was still Magic, 100%, Leon. But
yeah, but they didn't get to play each other a lot, right? For being in different conferences.
Well, the Bulls just weren't.
They weren't
winners at first. I mean, he came into a team that they were fucking snorting coke and drinking all the time. I mean, this is like that Bulls team that Jordan came to was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be bad to get the pick too, right? To get the pick, so
gotta be.
Yeah.
Okay, the starting 5 that didn't win a championship. Fuck, Stockton at point guard. Yeah. I'm going to go right to the Utah Jazz. Malone at power forward.
Yeah. Barkley at the 3.
Barkley at the 3. Well, they're both power forwards, right? But I would still put Barkley and Malone in the front court.
Who's the best center? Did Wilt win one?
Yeah, Wilt won one. He did, right? Yeah, Wilt won one. A center that didn't win one.
Yao Ming. I don't know. There's not many like good centers that never won one, right?
Did Dwight Howard win one?
Yeah, he got one with the Lakers 2020.
Yeah, you put Ewing probably because the Knicks didn't win one with him.
Okay, I'll take it Ewing.
So you got Ewing, Barkley, Malone, Stockton. Now your shooting guard.
I'll take Iverson. But there might be someone better.
I would take Iverson. Yeah. I would take Iverson. But is Stockton's debatable too. There's got to be another point guard that did. Chris Paul hasn't won.
Gary Payton. Oh yeah, there's Reggie Miller. There's Vince Carter. I don't know how high people have Vince Carter. Problem with Vince Carter is he had such a long career, it kind of made people forget how good his peak was.
I think Stockton takes the point guard though because
Steve Nash, maybe.
Nah, Nash is not in Stockton's in the conversation with Stockton.
You don't think so?
No.
Steve Nash back-to-back MVPs though.
Yeah, but he didn't even fucking really deserve those MVPs.
You think so?
No.
Kobe.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I hate the MVP award, man. It's so emotional and in the moment, and where the media steers you to.
Yeah, it's narrative driven. I mean, they've pretty much.
Kerr was not good enough. Ray Allen won with the Celtics.
Kerr won a bunch with Chicago. Won a bunch with as a coach.
No. Even so, though, Kerr is not. He was never a starter, though. Kerr was like a role player.
Yeah. I thought they were asking who didn't win the chip, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kerr's his hardware's full.
Well, I mean, yeah, he won a bunch.
Spurs too. I think he got a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gary Payne got a ring with the Heat.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nah, see, I'm good where I stand. Stockton, Iverson, Barkley, Malone, and Ewing.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp. Yeah, but Sean Kemp's not going to usurp either of those forwards. Barkley or Malone. Malone is like one of the. I know he has off the court stuff, so you don't need to remind me. But the guy is one of the top scorers in the history of the NBA.
Yeah.
Malone was a beast. Sean Kemp was a beast too, yeah, but he's no Malone.
Yeah, Malone is
Right.
a top 5 scoring all time too. You put up numbers, man.
Uh-huh. Well, Jerry West is another one that didn't win a championship though.
Yeah.
So it'd be Iverson or Jerry West. Yeah, that's a great question, but there's a lot there.
Mm-hmm. I probably would
Right,
sneak in Vince Carter somewhere, maybe a Yao Ming, but I'm pretty close to what you have, I think.
Yao Ming over Ewing? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, not over Ewing.
Nah, dude. And Vince Carter over who?
That's the problem.
Over Iverson or Jerry West?
I'd probably put Carter over Iverson, maybe. Huh?
Where would you put him? He's a guard.
Shooting guard, yeah.
Right. You're not going to put him over Iverson and Jerry. Dude, you never saw Jerry West, but Jerry West doesn't have it. Oh, yeah, he did have a championship. No, did he? Did Jerry West win one?
I don't think, as a player, I don't think so. Definitely as an executive.
He didn't win one as a player.
Yeah. The thing with Carter had a. I don't 71? Know if his peak was as long as Iverson, but his peak could kind of battle him, and he became.
Yeah, listen, Jerry West did go. Jerry West did go. I know he's the logo, but I'm saying Jerry West. I was just thinking about how many times he lost to fucking Boston.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think Carter had a better overall career.
Than who?
Iverson.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
He had 20 years in the league. The problem is he accepted like the bench role. He's better than Iverson. Iverson caused himself a lot of friction, not like refusing on the bench in the Grizzlies, and he kind of burnt out with the Nuggets.
I don't think Iverson had a better career, dude.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. You want to pull up the stats?
It definitely can. I think Iverson had a longer peak, but Vince Carter had way more counting stats. NBA player comparison.
I'm taking Iverson. I don't think Vince Carter never won an MVP award. Right?
No. He has 20 years in the league.
Yeah, I know. I don't care about that, though. If anything, that's going to dilute the case because his productivity at the end of his career was bad. Nash got 2 MVPs, and I'll be honest with you, he shouldn't have won either of them. It was like this. Points per game. Just look at points per game. Just start there. No, dude.
What's a VORP?
Value over replacement player, maybe?
11-time All-Star versus 8.
Come on, dude. This is not even good.
Well, the problem, here's the problem. Vince Carter played an extra 15 years as a kind of marginal role player.
Not 15. The fuck out of here. 15 years.
10 years, you know?
What are you talking about?
He played so much more than Allen Iverson. Iverson burnt out when he was 33, I think.
Yeah, but he still played how many years, though? 13?
He played 14.
Okay. And
Carter a lot of them 06 on. Yeah, kind of here-ish. Like the Denver, Detroit.
He's not better than dude. He's not. He's in no conversation. Is he a better player than Allen Iverson? Allen Iverson had a better career.
I think peak Vince, man. He was something else. But also, Iverson was a fucking dog too, man. Iverson
but
did beat him the one time they played.
Pete Vince was never considered like one of the best players in the NBA.
You don't think so?
No, he was never like a top 5 player.
Maybe
Never.
I have Toronto bias on. It's hard for me to like. And
I don't have bias
I'm
to
okay
either
acknowledging that.
I don't have bias to either player because I really wasn't a fan of either, like in a fan sense.
Yeah.
But I just don't. Yeah, I think Vince Carter kind of reminds me of Pete Rose. Like I never thought Pete Rose accumulated like over 4,000 hits, but it was a long fucking time. Man. It was like 24 years or some shit.
Yeah.
Vince
lost his like peak athletic ability, and he kind of adjusted after. Like he didn't really do anything post like age 33. He was more of like a serviceable guy, whereas Iverson kind of just really just faded and didn't accept that role. That's where they're different. But
whoa. So I don't understand though. Is that a badge of honor? Like because he was able to go to the bench and shit more effectively? If I were Allen Iverson, I would have fucking retired too, man. Like fuck you. You want to put me on the bench? Goodbye. Like they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, this isn't really a comparison, man. I personally don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, I do have Trailer Park Boys on Blu-ray. Many seasons, Aaron. It's also like I'm not like dying on this hill either. I'm just saying, like Vince did some nasty shit to Toronto. He also put them on the map, and maybe now I'm looking at it more as in a positive light. But
well, no, I mean we all get emotional about the star players that we've grown up watching and stuff, but there's no conversation where I think I understand why you feel the way you do. Yeah, I'm just saying there's no real conversation where people analyze all this and would say that Vince Carter had even an equivalent career to Allen Iverson. He did not.
Yeah, both affected the game differently, for sure.
No, dude. Listen, the thing with Vince Carter was he was like electrifying. Like he could jump, he could dunk, but like Allen Iverson could fucking like break you down with a crossover, and like he was so fast and elusive and just relentless. Like I understand those things feel great, but then when you look at the statistics, like, come on, man, Allen Iverson was a scoring machine.
Yeah, he also changed the game too. The way we look at it, I feel like tattoos and whatever was like kind of like a look down upon thing. Think back to like Rodman and kind of like Birdman or whatever. But he kind of brought like that. The braided hair and the tattoos, and they had to change the whole dress code because of him. Vince inspired a whole country to potentially play basketball. Like Canada now.
But how did that make his career better though than Allen Iverson's?
Because he did things for a country and for a player. Like look at Canada's wave of players.
You're talking from your fucking heart and not from your fucking head. The head is what you should be deliberating this on, is what you see, the statistics, the numbers, like what he did. Yeah. Not this touchy-feely stuff about making Canadians want to play basketball. Nobody fucking cares. At the end of the day, if you're building a franchise and you have to start with either Vince Carter or Allen Iverson, 99 out of 100 people are starting with fucking Allen Iverson. You know why? Because they're not worried about a country playing basketball. They're worried about winning.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
I gotta say, those two guys playing each other in the Eastern Conference, I don't remember if it was the semifinal or final. They were dropping 50 bombs on each other. That was the most insane basketball that I remember watching. That made me kind of love the game. So,
yeah, this is just proving my point that you're thinking with your heart, not your head. Let's move on.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Let me get the thing back. But good conversation. Good convo. Home game had themselves a week. 4 hats, 1 a Newark Negro League Eagle hat, and 3 MLBs. Angels, Yankees, Baltimore.
They're asking for a poll too, Leon, who had a better career.
I got it. Or who your starting was.
No, just who had the better career.
Okay.
Yeah. See if I'm off base. Maybe there's like maybe there's people in the comments that aren't talking that agree with you. The only hat here I'm not a big fan of are the Angels. There's the Angels one. And I also, the Yankees, I'm not sure any Yankees fan really wants to see that World Series side patch right now. Seems like an odd choice for a side patch right now.
I think the Angels is like a duck's hook, right?
Why do that when you have a fucking, you can use a duck
when you
hook?
can make a duck's hat? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to add context.
No, you're probably right. You're probably right. I mean,
get this only shown on the stream.
No, I did it. I did a different version. It'll be coming soon.
Yeah, that Yankees. Ugh.
Yeah, come on, dude. No Yankees fan wants to see that stupid patch, right?
It's got like gold on it, like you won. What was it? What is this? If the ball didn't drop in the 5th inning, what is that? Man,
all right,
that ball dropping. That what a historically bad inning, right? Top of the 5th.
It's one of those innings that you just want to forget. But Yankee fans, don't feel too bad, because if you want to hold on to that memory, you have your hat right here.
Yeah, like Garrett Cole pointing. We got Aaron Judge dropping the ball. Yeah, man, good times, man.
I don't want to be a hater, because listen, I can appreciate the Yankees' greatness. I really can, even though I come across as a hater sometimes. But Garrett Cole is one guy I can't fucking stand. The moment this was before he was at the when he was with the Yankees. This is, remember when his last game with Houston, like he was in the locker room, he's acting like a fucking baby. Like he is, dude. That dude is a fucking baby.
Yeah.
And he wasn't on the Yankees then, and I was like, I don't like this guy. I said,
yeah, I remember.
He's like a fucking crybaby. Like, I don't like this guy at all. And he is a crybaby. That is not. I don't like that guy. There's nothing about him I like.
Yeah.
Even for Chris Sale, when he was with the Red Sox, for all of his faults, you knew that guy gave a shit, and he was a bulldog. He was gonna try.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole, like, he's always teetering that line of being like this, like, I'm not gonna try hard kind of guy, you know?
Yeah. I think it's very unfortunate what they're doing to the city of Oakland. Lids HD. It looks like they're trying like a new kind of photography style. Kind of feels kind of like almost HatClub style photography. But Houston, I believe these were available in their pop-up shop in Houston. So Mexico and 2 Houstons, 3 Houstons.
Weston, you're 100% right, Weston. Like, I don't know what that guy said about anything, because I didn't listen to the nursery rhyme, but anybody who's claiming I was fired from a company I own is absolutely dumb. Dumb. What, because I don't want to do this anymore? Who cares? I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this show. I want to have fun. There's something else for me. And you all are going to find out about it soon enough. And then they can talk their shit some more.
I can't wait. So this dropped, I think, only in the Houston store today, and then they had these set to drop. I believe starting tomorrow. The John Gallagher.
I really like these. I just don't like the side patch. I don't like the side patch, but I like the rest of it.
Yeah.
I like the front logos and stuff. I don't like the side patch. That's it.
Yeah. Do you like his shoes? I know he has a love-hate relationship with a lot of the shoe community. Some people love him, some people love to hate him. I don't know a lot about him, to be honest. I just know he's kind of a in that world.
Kind of indifferent.
No.
I'm kind of indifferent.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh ones are my favorite, though.
And that's his team. I think they're doing a pop-up in Pittsburgh where you can get the other two-tone, the black and red.
Mm-hmm.
They're not dropping that one online. Yes, Weston, we're going to cover it in a second.
All right.
Capsule. Hats on the right are drops, and then the hats on the left are pre-orders. What the fuck do we know? Because that ducks went to pre-order.
No, it's shocking.
Fuck, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, but if you order few enough of them, a few of them.
Yeah.
That ducks didn't bother me as much as it bothered you, though.
I don't know why it bothers me so much. The two ducks here bother me a lot. The pink ink, you can't see it. It's on fire on the side. It's got like a blue flame. Like, you could just see the remnants of the hot fire.
Who's the designer, though?
I have no clue. I would assume Dave. I would assume.
Yeah. I told you guys what my theory is. I just think like they still have a good following of people that like a specific kind of hat like multiple years ago.
Oh, the hat didn't sell because of the design. It sold because of the following. Who's the designer? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Is it rare? Could it have been rare?
I have no idea.
I told you this, Jerome. Okay.
Oh wait, is this the guy that
Maybe.
Is this that Canadian guy that kept telling you guys that he loves Capsule? Is this
I don't remember. I blocked him years ago, so it might be.
maybe.
Welcome back, Jerome.
Maybe that's
we might have a history.
Jerome, are you the one that Leon blocked because you kept talking about Capsule with him?
After every show, he'd just be like sending me Capsule pictures. I'm like, bro, all right, man, you like Capsule, I get it. And he just kept sending to me. I was like, yo, man, fuck
Jerome,
Capsule.
this is your moment, Jerome. You've been waiting all night for this. Like you don't like this? You don't like the fact that we don't like the Capsule hats? Is that what's going on? Come on, yeah. Jerome.
Let me know if you're the Canadian guy that likes my Capsule. You collect New York Yankee hats. Is that you, Jerome?
I think it is him.
Yeah.
Man up, Jerome. Yeah, man up, Jerome.
I'm glad he made his way back. And didn't hold it against me. And didn't hold it against me.
Was his name Jerome or no?
I honestly, I don't remember. It happened years ago. I just remember him like, bro, like, all right, man, you like it.
But was he doing that with Snap too, though?
Yeah, Snap ended up blocking him.
Jerome, you like really like Capsule. You're getting blocked on that. You're getting blocked because of this. Like,
I don't want
to talk. He never did that to me though.
You probably wouldn't answer it. Like,
no, I answer. Right.
No, but like you wouldn't like go back and forth. Like, okay, you like the hat, you like the hat. You know what I mean? But like, we had just spent like hours talking about it, and then like I didn't even want to carry it out and like further the explain myself.
Jerome, what's taking you so long to type your response? Like, what could possibly be taking this long? Are you the guy?
Yeah. It's got to be, right? I mean, I don't say that to many people. It's got to be.
Yeah, remember the guy that used to...
yeah, what was his name? Fuck.
Bobby
Bacala
or something?
Bobby Pesos.
Bobby Pesos, that's right. No, but his Instagram, I think, is Bobby Bacala or something.
Yeah, but he would come in as Bobby Pesos.
Yeah, he is the guy. He said he is the guy, Leon. He says he is the guy.
All right, well, I'm glad you didn't hold it against me, Drew.
He kind of did. I think he's been in here.
Nah, but he's been funny about it, at least.
He's dropping little hints and stuff. He's like, yeah, I took offense. I'm from Canada. What was said about Canada on there?
He brought me up at the end, and I think he ends with, go drink some maple syrup. I'm like, all right, man. my
Drink
parents.
some maple syrup.
Yeah, he's like, who brings a Canadian in a rat beef or something like that, or who brings a Canadian to a hat beef? Number one,
Who
I will
brings
never.
what?
Yeah, I
No,
will
I didn't
never
hear
be
what I
ashamed
didn't hear what you said, dude. Brings a Canadian what?
into a hat beef. That's what he said. But
How do they bring him?
I will never apologize for who I am. I'm Canadian. My parents gave up a lot to come to the country, sacrificed a lot. I will not ever be ashamed of being Canadian. You did not offend me, sir. Go drink some maple syrup. Okay, cool. You got me.
I'm so happy I didn't listen to this thing. Let's move on.
But yeah, Bobby Pesos got rightfully banned. Yeah, he took things a little too far.
Well, Bobby Pesos was pretty funny.
He was funny. He was
very funny.
Yeah.
He make an appearance every show.
Yeah, and the things he said made him say. And sometimes he wouldn't understand because the slangs were different too. It was great. It was great. Proware Sports.
Jerome, I like that you're here, but don't push your fucking luck here, buddy. Let's not turn this into like the Jerome show now.
This is Proware Sports, so they're a store out in Stouffville, Ontario. They dropped the Austin Matthews in the middle, the Connor McDavid on the right, so for their respective draft classes, and then the New York Rangers. The owner is a friend of mine, Giuseppe. He's also watches the show a lot, so shout out to Giuseppe. Great store. So good job, Weston, picking it up. Go Canada.
I like the Maple Leafs and the Oilers.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Oilers logos.
Yeah. He did the Leafs different, the front rail, like a white panel rail hat.
Yeah.
Don't normally see that.
It's not a rail hat.
Isn't that a rail hat? That's
No,
how Jason explained it to me.
What?
So Jason explained these are rail hats because this contrasting stitch here comes to like a rail.
Well,
comes to like,
no, that's gonna that happens on every white panel.
Yeah, that's how he just grabbed it.
The threading that's the default threading based on what the other panels are.
Mm-hmm. So what would you call a rail hat? Like the piping? Is it piping?
Yeah, with a pipe on it, with the piping on it, not this.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
I just always went off of what Jason told me.
Oh, okay.
Ovechkin tied Gretzky. Okay.
Nice job, Proware Sports. Let's move on here.
Torpedo bats. Now I don't know how true this is, but I've been seeing a lot of talking heads talk about baseball coming back, and they usually take a story and they kind of blow it out of proportion a little bit. These guys have been using torpedo bats since last year, but it's getting a lot of run this year, especially with the Yankees hitting a kabillion home runs against the Brewers to start off the season. Ellie De La Cruz jumped in the action. I think he had a 7 RBI game with the torpedo bat.
Yeah, okay, but they've lost 1-0 3 days in a row. So, like, I mean,
and then the next day went 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. So, are the torpedo bats a thing, or is it media construed?
I'm sure there's some science to this because it's like an MIT guy that came up with this shit, right? Like he figured something out.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's something to it, but I don't think if you give like a mediocre player this bat, all of a sudden they're gonna be great. I don't really care about these bats. I don't think there's much to this.
Yeah,
I don't.
Baseball's such a traditional sport too, so like there's something that's crazy. It seems such like a simple thing, like just move a little bit off here and move it here, but like, yeah, it's such a change. I feel like, and we'll see. We'll see if there's any long term goodness to it, but
I don't think there is. Yeah.
Baseball said that they're not stepping in, so we'll see how it plays out.
This went through MLB first, I believe.
Yeah, they were using them since last year. Giancarlo was using it in the playoffs last year.
The Yankees cleared it with MLB first.
Yeah.
Is what I thought I read. I don't know.
Yeah. They were using them last year. I mean, there's some Cubs using them last year too. So it's just it was like a timing thing, right? They were hitting a billion home runs too off the Brewers, so it kind of got people talking more about it.
Yeah, but Judge wasn't using it, and he hit 3 home runs that game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, who cares? I mean, this is a non-issue to me.
Yeah.
It's a non-issue to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving forward. These popped up on the New Era website. So batting practice gray 2025.
Oh,
Diamond era is coming back.
wow. All right. And you decided to throw
your favorite color, Matt, gray. You know, give you as much gray as I could.
You decided this was suitable for our show.
I wanted a lot of content, a lot of slides. So we had batting practice gray, and then we had Cheech Chong.
We're approaching 2 hours here, so we might as well skip that one, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
We got some Formula One, some Cheech and Chong for your smoking ass, and some Jackass.
Mm-hmm. Nice job.
You liking any of these? The Jackass is cool. It's kind of like weathered and beat up.
Yeah, Jackass is cool. The rest of them, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. The distressed denim Cheech and Chong is with that hemp ground. Interesting choice of fabrics, but
that's kind of what I would have done with it, honestly.
Yeah. You know, you got to include some green into it, but these are some of the MLB theme nights hats that kind of popped up. I think the highlight logo to me is that Augusta green jacket, bottom left. Obviously the Erie Seawolves is nice. We've seen some stores do some customs. You guys did a custom MyFitteds. That's a really cool fullback kind of logo. But you see,
but that was there before. That wasn't just a theme night. That's like just a throwback logo.
Oh,
I'm sure they're using it for a theme night, but that's been in the system, I believe.
Oh, okay. But this is like this year's. They're calling this drop like the theme night drop. So, I included it just to kind of something different. I believe they're all gray bottoms this year. So that's cool.
They're gray bottoms.
Yeah. You seen any potentials in here for future, use for like when we're evaluating these logos, we kind of like see like what kind of things we can do with them.
I like the upper right.
Yeah.
The 505, I'm not sure what that is, but that would look nice too.
I think that's New Mexico. Or maybe the Indianapolis Indians, maybe? I'm not sure.
That Fayetteville we've seen before. Oh, Sky says he dislikes the 505 hat. That's the
New Mexico then. Albuquerque, I think. Oh yeah, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Interesting.
I've seen a lot of other theme night logos that are better than these, though.
Yeah, I think the Columbus Clippers has some little potential there.
Maybe. Not different enough for me.
Yeah. I definitely like putting that Seawolves on a black hat for sure. It doesn't look as good on a blue hat.
No.
And of course, the exploding whales. You guys did that last year. That was a cool thing. Yeah. The frog is the Fredericksburg logo. Fredericksburg Nationals. Yeah. I'm not into the food ones, like the swinging.
There's been a lot of food ones over the years.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Your favorite? We got a lot of New Era Japan. I believe this is the last slide of the show. So the Chemical Brothers and their Black Rockin' Beats had themselves a New Era Japan drop. So we got the rain hat, the snapback, and the fitted, and some clothing. Were you a Chemical Brothers fan at all? That 90s era electronic music? I love them.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I was too busy listening to hip hop, man.
Yeah. They were like Prodigy and Daft Punk and that kind of era.
Nah, I wasn't into none of that shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fools wearing masks and shit. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. And then yeah, the last slide is the stream you guys are doing tomorrow.
Wow. All right. Well, that stream will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go through the next batch of previews from Topper Store USA. This is a long show, man. It ended up being 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad it didn't fall apart too badly. I was nervous doing it on the road. I'm in Cooperstown, New York right now. Went to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Looks like a small room you're in too.
Yeah, single room, you know. We live and I didn't get the king. I didn't spring for the king suite this time. But yeah, enjoying my time. First time I got to go to the museum. I've been to Cooperstown before, but didn't get to go to the museum. Love the history. Makes me feel a little old. Watching some of the videos and just watching some of the players kind of talk and like realizing a lot of these guys are unfortunately passed away. I mean, we lost Tom Seaver, Ricky Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Like Fernando recently, Bob Gibson, like a lot of these guys, unfortunately, are no longer with us. But the game lives on, you know.
Well, good show. Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. Yeah. Doug, I'm most likely going to be there. Yes, you could pencil me in. I'm gonna do what I can to be there for sure.
All right. I want to thank you guys for joining us this evening. A nice little 2-hour show. We'll be back on Wednesday with the preview show. But tomorrow I will be live with Pat at 3 p.m. to do the preview show for Topper Store USA. So with that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Link to join Vault Club down below for Leon and Pierre. We're out of here.
See you, everybody.
Peace.